All right, let's get to the tail of the tape. Brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Felder 33, Perry just getting going at 26. Felder the taller man by 1 inch. You see Felder no problem with that 170-pound weight class. Slight reach advantage for Mike Perry of ½ inch. All right, now for the introductions back inside to the well-dressed Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 11 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Orlando, Florida, Platinum Mike Perry. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 15 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Paul, the Irish Dragon Felder. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard, our referee for this one. Luciana Andrade getting us started for round 1. And rest assured that Felder's coaches would have no problem if he decided to make this more than a 1-fight stint up at 170 pounds. Paul Felder finally getting that first appearance of 2018 out of the way against Platinum Mike Perry. Tonight's fight clock brought to you by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925. Felder in black, Platinum Mike Perry in white. Already a big cut on the forehead of Paul Felder.
That was the first punch that Mike Perry threw.
And anytime you get a cut on the top of your head like that, it's really miserable, especially at the beginning of the fight because the blood drains right down into your eyes. It's very annoying.
Apparently it was a headbutt. We're going to get a chance to see that in between rounds.
And maybe both guys are cut.
Bad headbutt.
I believe you're correct. I believe Mike Perry's cut as well. Literally the first motion of the fight.
Well, the only time Paul Felder's ever been stopped, it was courtesy of a cut from Francisco Trinaldo back in 2016. Be
careful, that elbow, break elbow by Mike Perry. He throws a ferocious left elbow on the break. Oh, and there's a right elbow. He hurt Paul Felder with that. Hard shots to the body by Perry. I mean, you really see the punching power this guy carries. And Felder with an elbow of his own.
Not a lot of jabs from either of these gentlemen. They like to just throw pure power when they with each strike.
Interesting, as soon as he goes over to Jackson's camp, you see him immediately go to that oblique kick to the knee that they're famous for.
Well, one of the things that Perry said too is I never really had a game plan. I was running my own camps before, so I kind of got away from my fundamentals. So when I got to New Mexico, I got back to my fundamentals.
Nice right hand by Felder over the top.
Cut doesn't seem to be too much of an issue.
Oh, he hurt him. Felder can take it.
Perry's, and this is what we were talking about. These guys are going to be winging elbows, slicing each other up.
They'll both spin, both with high volume.
Yeah, he landed that one, though, with the forearm on the forehead, which oftentimes can break your arm.
Yes,
the way he landed it.
That's exactly how I broke my arm.
Yeah, I was thinking of you right there. Very nice counter right hand there by Perry.
Good hook. Watch that left hook. Felder's starting to find it. He's getting the timing for it. And look at Perry's right hand. It's down. That left hook is there, and that's one of Felder's best strikes.
Nice knee. There's that stall.
That was very nice.
Uppercut.
That hurt the leg. When you eat those shots to the knee like that, it makes you think.
Both guys throwing with fight-ending intentions here early. 3+ minutes have gone by in round 1.
And you see those knee strikes straight down like that work when you're standing right there with no in and out movement. And that's the Muay Thai style. It's kind of stationary a little bit, but it's pure power. And that's why that lead leg smash to the knee that Perry's throwing is working.
That kick has really started to become extremely common in MMA. The Darren Till Wonderboy fight was a perfect example. Look at that high kick by Felder, beautifully executed.
No load whatsoever. It was powerful with no load too.
Felder starting to work off of that jab effectively.
Stepped in there with that knee. Oh, nice low calf kick as well. Felder getting loose.
Hands up!
Perry staying patient. It's a little different for him. Last fight he had, I think he charged forward so much that you could see him thinking a lot more in this matchup against Felder, although it might do him some justice to get in the chest of Felder and not care anymore, because at distance, Felder's looking sharp.
See how closely matched they are in terms of the total strikes landed and thrown. Perhaps some overthinking for Perry. He talked to us about his hips and his knees, the back leg being a little bit too stiff. Sometimes you get in your own head a little bit.
Well, it's going to take him a while. A nice elbow on the break again.
Isn't he good with that,
Yeah,
Joe?
he's beautiful with that. And that's how he knocked out Jake Ellenberger. And he's landed 2 really good ones on Felder so far.
He needs to start checking those kicks. His will add up. Ooh, goodness, that's heavy.
Perry goes to the spinning attack there. Final seconds of round 1. Good body shot from Perry.
Beautiful spin by Felder. Oh, what an exchange.
Nice shot. Look at him run his feet. Good defense, though.
What a round. 2 more to go potentially. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Body Armor. Make the switch to Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Try their new UFC flavor, Octagon Orange, exclusively available at 7-Eleven.
I don't need home runs. I need singles. I need getting on base. Okay, breathe. Okay, I heard you. Drink. Okay, you all right?
Yep.
Okay, breathe. Let's not get so wild with him. When you go 1-1-2, you're picking apart with your hands. Touch your legs. Don't play single shots with him. He likes that. I need a little numbers.
He freezes on platinum. Eyebrows freeze on platinum, right? All right, here we go.
Mike, when you lock up, you get those elbows going, all right? Don't worry about the takedown yet. Get them elbows going like we worked. You had some beautiful ones this round. Good stuff.
Hey, Mike, look at me real quick.
I mean, this fight starts out for the fans with blood and a pure headbutt right off the bat, like 2 cars crashing into each other. Then they start slicing each other up with some elbows. And you see a huge right hand land here by Felder and a spinning back fist that you're going to see right now, that we see Felder just land with perfect timing.
Ready?
And Perry rolling with it a little bit to minimize the damage. And it's amazing to think that, of course, Yancy Medeiros probably watching, and we wish him a quick return to health. But this matchup just made a whole lot of sense. And so far, so good.
I mean, Joe, you've been doing this for a long, long time. How many fights have you seen that many spin elbows in the first round? The sport is evolving.
It really is.
Very fast.
And you may have caught when Duke Roufus asked for singles instead of home runs. Felder shook out that right hand. Potentially an injury there, so we'll see how much Felder throws that right hand.
Yeah, several times he's landed it both in punches and, of course, those spinning back fists that keep landing with the bone of the forearm on the head. So easy to break your arm with the amount of torque that you get off of that technique. Nice leg kick there by Paul Felder. He isn't throwing a lot of right hands so far.
Seemed like he couldn't even fight for an underhook right there as Perry picks him up and slams him back down.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It looked like he was struggling to utilize it.
That's some serious power. I mean, Perry is strong, we know that, but that was just pure strength right there with that takedown.
Felder right back up to his feet. I think Felder's looking at a broken hand.
Which hand do you think?
The right hand.
Right hand.
Yeah, I don't like the way
he's holding it open real weird, right?
Yeah, he's not committing with it.
Could have hurt his arm on the spins too, maybe.
Oh, he got hit with a big elbow.
Perry's been landing those the whole fight.
And that is a welterweight elbow from Platinum Mike Perry. 90+ seconds gone by round 2. Perry has accrued a lot of experience for a 26-year-old. 11 amateur fights, 15th pro fight tonight.
He just threw it there.
We
could be wrong about that. He's throwing it. Or he might just be so tough he's going to throw a broken hand, which we've also seen.
And it also sucks and hurts. So it's extremely tough for even thinking about it.
Mike Perry has already tied his personal best for takedowns in the UFC with 1. Accomplished that against his last 2 opponents, Max Griffin and Santiago Ponzinibbio. And every time you talk to Mike Perry, he talks about his wrestling and jiu-jitsu. He doesn't employ it a lot, but feels like he can fall back on it if needed.
Yeah, it's just his mindset is so savage. When he's in there, he's just throwing missiles. But it's also what makes him so exciting. I mean, he's really quickly emerged as one of the more interesting guys to watch in this division. And there was a nice little feint there that brought an elbow out of Paul.
And it's not by accident that Perry is on this fight card here tonight. He's been very humbled by the support he's gotten from his fellow fighters and MMA fans. Felder attacking that lead leg.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Joe, if Felder broke his arm with one of those spin attacks or cracked his arm or just injured it real bad. Because when you miss like that, you don't hit with your glove, it really hurts your hand. Your arm, I should say, really bad. And you're not throwing it too much. See him waiting and holding it up like we were saying. I think you're right about that, Joe. Yeah,
I think he might have just been throwing an injured hand.
Yep. You got to throw it so it looks like you're trying to land it, at least, even if it doesn't land. But he's using more jabs than he's used the whole fight.
Perry lands an uppercut and opens a huge cut on Felder.
He hurt him.
Oh, bad. That punch landed heavy. Felder's cut dirty over the eye.
I want you to stop right there. I want you to stop right there.
Stop right there. Look at that cut immediately.
Look at me.
And you can see Felder.
Stay there. Come here.
Right in the eye, too. That's going to be a pain in the neck to fight with, but he can still fight.
Stay right there. No coaching. Wasn't a headbutt. It was a left hook, not a headbutt. Stay there.
Fascinating.
No coaching. Stay there. It's a left hook, doctor. Punch by the left hook, not a headbutt. Doctor, we happy?
The cut is not something I would be concerned about right now.
Okay, let's go. We're back on the fence.
I like this doctor.
Unlike the cut against Francisco Chimato, this one appears to be in a better place in terms of preserving the vision.
Go, you go. Let's go.
And of course, Goddard has the fighters resume the position, less than a minute to go in round 2.
Watch the elbow on the break. It's coming, you know that.
Yep, there it is.
It was a good try. He got the takedown, and that's what matters. It wasn't absolutely beautiful, but it was still a nice takedown.
And this is the wrestling and jiu-jitsu that Mike Perry was talking about that we rarely see from him. And he's in an excellent position for ground and pound here as Felder tries to get back up to his feet, particularly defending himself with that broken hand or injured hand.
Look how Perry's holding that bottom leg down when he's hooking it. That's the anchor that we've been talking about, Joe, and it just makes it ugly to get up.
Got to admire the toughness of Paul Felder, but he is wearing a mask of blood right here. They exchange elbows in the clinch.
Felder landed a nice elbow there himself. And there's a good cut on the nose of Mike Perry. Mike Perry might have got stunned from one of those elbows.
Paulie, sit down. You're right. Okay. Listen to me, okay? Breathe. Here's what I need, Paul. I don't need big spins and moves of that nature. I know. I understand. Breathe. Okay, listen to me. Yeah, listen to me. All right, listen to me. Okay? I need simple jabs, good footwork, low kick, evasion. You understand? Hey, you got it? All right, breathe. Don't look to kill him with every shot. I need you to pepper him and move. Pepper him and move. All right? You got to drink, son. Drink. Here you go. All right, we got this. Breathe. I need activity. Don't waste. I don't need big shots. Stay busy, all right? Yeah.
So Felder has confirmed that he does have a broken arm. And let's take a look at this. This is Mike Perry taking him down. I mean, that is just strength, folks. And here's a nasty left hook that caused that cut. I mean, he just winds into that. Tremendous power behind that. It shows you Felder's ability to take a shot.
And that's also the problem with having a broken arm, is the counter to that hook is a straight right down the middle before the hook comes that he doesn't have right now.
Don House did what he could with that cut of Paul Felder, but Perry attacking that area yet again.
Felder wants to throw that arm, but it hurts. Ooh, goodness, he's tough. Keep throwing it. That's serious pain, ladies and gentlemen, if your arm's broken and you're in there fighting. It's more than it looks like.
The adrenaline only helps so much, but Felder did just throw the elbow and then the uppercut with that compromised right arm.
Well, Perry looks like he's trying to, yeah, okay. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to do with his hips. Like he was trying to load up for a spin, but he was trying to throw a hook kick.
Perry, to me, looks very sharp like he did in the first couple fights we saw in the UFC. He's back to having some fundamentals, and he's back to what he started as. He kind of got away from what he did best, and you're seeing it again in this fight.
Well, he got caught with another left hook. Oh, jeez, he threw it again. That's throwing a broken arm, and he landed the same way he broke it.
That's how much of a habit it is to throw that. It's very reactive of him.
We talk about Perry being hardened, Paul Felder the same way, growing up in a tough Irish Catholic neighborhood in Philadelphia.
Ooh, he landed that elbow. That was a counter elbow by Felder.
UFC 226, Miocic versus Cormier is presented by Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925.
That liver shot was heavy. That was nice, and Perry eats it, says, I'm still here. Look how he heads him off. He doesn't follow him. He heads him off. It's a big difference than staying behind him. That way he's keeping the constant pressure on Felder, right on his heels. Nice knee. And that's how you divert the pressure if you're getting put on your heels. You fire a knee the second they come forward. Very nice by Felder.
Felder's doing a good job of mitigating the issues that he's having with that right hand by keeping it at a kicking distance. The problem was when Perry closes the gap, he can't clinch right, he can't underhook right. He tried to throw it again.
He did throw it. That landed too.
Felder really settling in here, having a strong start to this third round.
And the real issue is blocking a kick. If Perry threw a left high kick right now, it would be very, very painful for Felder to block it.
I don't think he's aware, or maybe his corners are aware. Oh, threw an uppercut there, even with that hand.
But a beautiful right from Perry, split the guard of Felder and reopened that cut. Not that it was close. Just over 2 minutes here, third and final round.
Perry going with the high kick.
Perry mixes it up just enough that he keeps you guessing at all times. I mean, how many high kicks have we seen from him in this fight? And all of a sudden he fires one with good timing and range.
Numbers very close in terms of the significant strikes landed, all of them unofficial, but 50 to 46 for the Irish Dragon.
And this is where it's an issue. He's essentially grappling with one arm here. And you can see it real clearly there. Mike Perry doing a great job here. Getting behind Felder, nasty knee to the thigh.
Hard to fight hands when one arm is broken. Under a minute now to go in this third and final round. These are nasty knees.
And he is really driving those home.
He's an 8-point striker. Everything's hard.
Very smart fight by Perry. He didn't fight like he did the last couple that he's had losses. He fought intelligent with a game plan and used his weapons well.
Final 30 seconds of this one. Crowd trying to get behind both of these warriors here.
Felder letting it all hang out. How about the toughness of Felder in this fight? Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's an knee up the middle by Felder.
Still throwing the right. That arm is definitely broken, and he's still going, ladies and gentlemen.
Lands a left hook.
Oh, stop throwing that. Goodness. What a fight.
And an appreciative crowd here in Vegas as Paul Felder and Platinum Mike Perry go the distance. Felder with an interaction there with UFC President Dana White, who certainly approved of those 15 minutes. And Platinum Mike Perry trying to take his career to the next level. This was a step in the right direction here tonight.
Now here's the beginning of the very first moment of the fight. A headbutt causes a cut for both men. That is a nasty elbow from Mike Perry. There's a right hand from Felder. And here's a big takedown from Perry. I mean, what a strength. The strength of Mike Perry. And here's a nasty left hook that caused a huge gash over the right eye. Here's a straight right hand in the third round. Just a great fight, a great brawl.
Paul Felder had spent some time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, mostly with Donald Cerrone at the BMF Ranch, but you saw him go over and talk to Perry's coaches, Greg Jackson, Mike Winkeljohn, Frank Lester. They got a lot of respect for the man in the red corner tonight. And for Mike Perry, who will soon relocate to Las Vegas, he's hoping that Frank Lester, with whom he's developed a very strong bond, will come with him as he tries to land at Extreme Couture, one of the camps here in Vegas. And it'll be interesting to see what Felder chooses to do. You think maybe this would give him some incentive to go back to lightweight, Dom? Or
yeah,
stay?
I think we'll see him go back down to lightweight, and I think that he looked very good in this fight. I mean, it's just that Perry's just a little bit bigger, I think, for the weight, a little bit. I think it's more of a weight for Perry than it is for Felder at this weight class. It's better for him, but you got to commend Perry. I mean, he found coaching after his losses. He made the adjustments he needed to so he can get back into the win column, and I think he's found a home with Frank Lester and that team in New Mexico.
Disciplined guy and a hard worker. Platinum Mike Perry. The official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS. Get knockout coverage of the UFC on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Now with that official decision, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Mike Bell scores the contest, 29-28, Perry. Dave Hagan scores it, 29-28, Felder. And Chris Lee scores the contest, 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Platinum Mike Perry.
I'm here with the winner, very happy, Mike Perry. Mike, congratulations. An excellent fight over a really tough guy in Paul Felder. Your switch to Jackson Winkeljohn was a big factor in this fight. Tell me about that and tell me how you feel tonight.
I feel great. I just got back to the basics and I got my first decision victory. I didn't see that coming, man. I was trying to hit him hard. I was only there for 2 months. I still got a lot to work on, and I'm gonna stick with it. This is a blessing. This is a privilege to be in here. And I want to thank all of you for showing up tonight. You know, you don't even know what it means to me to be here on Fight Week, International Fight Week, with the best fighters in the world. This is a dream since I was a baby.
Well, even though it was a short change for you, we have seen improvements in you, and this was an excellent example of controlled aggression against a really technical fighter.
Absolutely, Paul has great skills, and he's a big lightweight welterweight, isn't he? I need to figure some things out, get back to the drawing board, and clean up my game even more. Thank God for the tenacity and the toughness, the will to overcome that he's given me in this life.
We look forward to seeing your improvement. Congratulations on a big victory. We look forward to seeing you again. Mike Perry.